Welcome to May 13th, 2013. The dust may have settled and the news may be out, but what about damage control? Where do we go once the secret's out of the bag? This should be a time for action. We may see a quick response on the world stage as we seek collective stability and economic order. You know, sort of the house is crumbling and we're trying to put it together. Early in the week, we see the moon gracefully drifting through the early degrees of her ruler Cancer and connecting with responsible Saturn and lofty, dreamy Neptune, both in the water signs Scorpio and Pisces respectively. Saturn's in Scorpio, Neptune's in Pisces. While this may be brief, it may offer solace for the turmoil of the eclipse and provide a preview of what we can expect this summer when we have a beautiful grand water trine, a harmonious and powerful alignment of Jupiter in Cancer along with Saturn in Scorpio and again Neptune in Pisces, all at 4 degrees. While this generally harmonious alignment does bode well for doing the right thing, so to speak, its greatest effect may be softening the harsh reality being driven by the Pluto-Uranus square, which will be occurring at the same time. This is where the action is happening. There's going to be this square. Pluto and Uranus are close to exact 90-degree alignment, which occurs during the next week, over the week of May 20th to be exact. The applying pressure is when we feel most of the action, so that we are deep in the midst of this compression of events and energy. It's sort of like the vice is closing. Compression is the most appropriate word since it implies pressure. As the planets move closer to the exact alignment, astrologers refer to that as applying pressure, meaning that it's building. Once the exact alignment occurs and the events or action has already happened, the planets move into the opposite direction and they call that separating action. The separation represents a dwindling effect and the energy begins to subside. By the exact alignment, when the alignment is 11 to 11 degrees, the events will have taken place and we'll be looking backwards at that point. So we have something to see and judge from. So this is just educational. It's informative for you to understand where we're going to be at that time. True astrology, as you know, comes from the accuracy of the chart. When you know your birth date, birthplace, and birth time, everything becomes clear. What I talk about in these weeklies is more what's called mundane astrology, so this applies to all signs. The individual accuracy of your chart is found in the details of your birth date, place, and time. If you contact me, I will give you an accurate reading that will simply blow your mind, man. You'll just be like, wow. It really works. Astrology works. I host a radio show every Saturday called Turning of the Wheel on Contact Talk Radio, 11 o'clock. Contact me at chrisflisher.com. My website, www.turningofthewheel.com. I'll see you next week.